The Armenian nation is facing the challenge of ensuring that the Armenians of Artsakh remain on their historic homeland and preserve their independence and right to self-determination at a time of regional and international turmoil. We are fighting against time as our nation finds itself pitted against unprecedented developments and upheaval. The blockade of Artsakh is part of a plan put forth by Turkey and Azerbaijan to annihilate the Armenians of Artsakh and divide our homeland by coercing Armenia to make detrimental concessions such as joining a union state or surrendering territorial integrity. The gravity of the situation compels us to appreciate that we do not have the luxury of expending resources fighting over personal interests or engaging in political finger-pointing. The failure to settle the Artsakh conflict during the past 3 decades has turned the Caucasus into an epicenter of conflict and thrust Armenia and Artsakh into reinvigorated geopolitical disputes spilling over from the Russia-Ukraine war. We are in this fight against time because as a nation, we failed to bolster state institutions and engage in concrete nation building. Today, we understand that relying on a singular power or ally can have unexpected, uncontrollable, and even severe consequences. Now, more than ever, Armenia must find additional allies to emerge from the current geopolitical crisis. A key aspect of state building is the bolstering of armed forces. Without a strong and modern army, a state cannot progress. The need to balance the disparity with our enemy's forces has become a strategic imperative in which we must play a critical role. And as Armenians living in America, we have the means and opportunity to assist in fortifying our homeland's armed forces. Rooted in the ARF's principles is the knowledge that it is impossible to advance our country's independence without ensuring the engagement of its citizens with state institutions. To secure the necessary participation and engagement, we need a strong democratic society, a society where every individual plays a crucial role in the development of the nation, a society built on social justice and respect for fundamental rights and freedoms. To strengthen our homeland, we must leverage the vast professional and financial resources of our diaspora. This requires an organized state structure that can harness these capabilities toward the betterment of our homeland and not hold the diaspora at bay. To achieve these goals, we as the ARF believe that our nation's youth can and must play a critical role in the advancement of our nation. It is heartening to see so many young people engaged in the technology sector in Armenia. Through their innovations and inventions, these young Armenians have placed Armenia on the cutting edge of the international IT sector. We, as the ARF, believe that we must become the conduit for the young generation. We must develop and provide them tools to be active and supportive of a strong armed forces and to be engaged citizens and diasporans who will lift our nation from the throes of oppression and ethnic cleansing. The founding fathers of the ARF, Stepan Zoryan, Christopher Mikhailyan, and Simon Zavaryan, were idealistic youth who laid the foundations of the Armenian Revolutionary Federation in 1890. With a foundation rooted in the advancement of the Armenian people, for 132 years the ARF has played a pivotal role in leading the Armenian people through various historic milestones and endeavors, such as the establishment of the First Armenian Republic in 1918, the Artsakh Liberation Movement, and the continued effort to build and sustain vibrant Armenian communities in the diaspora, supported by schools, regional centers, and various other community institutions. As the Armenian Revolutionary Federation in the Western United States, we continue to be guided by our principles and to be a voice for our national demands, and by engaging all facets of our community in our just cause of advancing and serving the interests of all Armenians. We have shown that by being on the front lines and providing assistance to our communities in need and maintaining the institutions that have empowered our nation through generations. And we will continue our work resolutely because we are empowered by our people's unwavering trust and support. Long live the Armenian nation, long live Armenia and Artsakh.